And keep an eye on Castleford against Hull KR this evening. It's Jonathan Doidge.
Yeah, it's a game where Castleford really do need a fillip after a season that's been hit by tragedy off the field and only 2 points so far on it. And he didn't start in the best of fashion for them either. 84 seconds was all that was expended on the clock when Chris Wellham made the best of some cracking play from right to left from Hull Kingston Rovers to get across the line. Prolific scorer, of course, Chris Wellham in the Robins colours. Michael Dobson, his captain, couldn't add extras from wide out, but then Castleford decided to run a penalty from 10 metres short of the Rovers line, and this time it was Rangi Chase, man of steel, who danced his way across from left to right, floated out a lovely long ball to Josh Griffin on the wing. He got himself over in the corner, and Kirk Dixon slotted over a real good goal to give the Tigers the lead. Rovers themselves have just had another try ruled out when Josh Hodgson got across the line. Couldn't quite see what the referee's decision was on that, but certainly at no points. And at the moment, looking good for the Tigers. It's Castleford 6, Hull Kingston Rovers 4.
Bottom side, Castleford home against Hull KR this evening. It's Jonathan Doidge.
Yes, I guess you might say that the early rounds of the campaign have been a bit of a winter of discontent for the Castleford Tigers, but maybe spring will now see them blossom. They lead by 18 points to 16 at half-time. 3 tries apiece in a really entertaining encounter, and plenty of good stuff involved. Chris Wellham, he was who put the visitors Hull KR in front after just 84 seconds. That was after disappointment for Lee Mitchell of the Castleford Tigers back in the side tonight. Lost the ball to Scott Morrell in a real heavy tackle. Michael Dobson couldn't add an extra 2, and that in fact is the 2 points that separates the sides at the end of the half. Josh Griffin got cast back in it on 7 minutes when he equalised after some good play from Rangi Chase. Kirk Dixon edging him ahead, and then Wellham went in for his second try for Rovers, this after a Kirk Dixon knock on this time. Real good move. Dobson and Shannon McDonald involved before Wellham got across the line for Dobson to convert. Nick Youngquest got Castleford back in the game for Dixon to add the extra 2 as well, and then Richard Owen got on the end of some super play once again from Rangi Chase with a little chip over the top to put him in the left-hand corner. Dixon added the extras, and Cass holding an 8-point advantage going into the final few seconds before the hooter, but this could be a telling piece of play right on the break. It was Josh Hodgson who managed to get hold of a loose ball about 30 metres out to streak away under the post for Dobson to add the extra 2. As I say, cracking contest, sets it up nicely for the second half. At the break, it's Castleford Tigers 18, Hull KR 16.
The bottom side, Castleford had the best of the first half against Hull KR as they led at 18-16, but it's the away side who started better in the second half. Jonathan Doidge.
They did indeed, yeah. In fact, an 11-minute spell either side of half-time saw them score 3 tries. At one stage it was Cass 18, Hull KR 10, and then Rovers turned that into a 28-18 lead, and they've just extended it now to 30 points to 22. Let me tell you about the second half tries. Chris Wellham it was who got over for his hat-trick just 4 minutes after the break. Scott Morrell with a towering bomb spilled by Cass fullback Richard Owen on this occasion. Shannon McDonald was able to put Wellham in at the corner, and Dobson added the extra 2 with the boot. Richard Owen put a nice kick in behind the Rovers defensive line that was turned dead by David Hodgson, and Cass's Oliver Holmes, I should say, was held up over the line with a real good opportunity for them. But within seconds, down the other end of the field, once again Scott Morrell with a lovely run and delayed pass sent in Lincoln Withers. Dobson adding the extras to give Rovers that 10-point advantage. But Cass, well, snapping away at the heels. Kirk Dixon got across for his first try of the game. This time, a beautiful cut-out pass from Rangi Chase. He's created 3 for the home side, and Michael Dobson's penalty goal just a couple of minutes ago after Jonathan Walker's elbow, according to referee Robert Hicks, has just given Rovers again that 8-point advantage. We're 20 minutes remaining in the game here. It's at the Probies Coliseum. It's Castleford 22, Hull KR 30.
Tonight we have action at the Probies Coliseum. Castleford are hosting Hull KR. Jonathan Doidge is there for us.
Yeah, Castleford 28, Hull KR 30. Absolute humdinger of a game, this one. 5 tries apiece, just 1 missed conversion from Michael Dobson separates the sides. Danny Orr, the latest man to get across the line for Castleford. Powerful drive from close range to burrow his way under 4 would-be defenders. Kirk Dixon added the extras, and Cass right back in it then with just over 10 minutes remaining. It's Castleford Tigers 28, Hull Kingston Rovers 30.
It's absolute edge of the seat time in Castleford against Hull KR this evening with Jonathan Doidge.
Wonderful game of rugby league this one, and Castleford made just of what it as you come to me. It looks like a try in the left-hand corner for Nick Youngquest that will put Castleford ahead by 32 points to 30. The crowd going berserk. A fantastic game. Castleford's 6th try of the game. Hull KR have had 5 of their own, and Michael Dobson's penalty just 20 minutes or so from time looked like it may have won it for the Robins, but Cass, well, they now look to have their 2nd win of this Super League campaign, irrespective of whether or not Kirk Dixon can make the goal good here. They'll lead by 32 points to 30.
game over at Castleford. Is it a win for the bottom side? Jonathan Doidge.
It is indeed. It was the Rangy Chase and Scott Morrell show here in West Yorkshire, as both standoffs had a major influence on three of their respective teams' tries. But it was Man of Steel Chase who will be celebrating as the Tigers got home in front in a game that you will be hard-pressed to better. Rovers' prolific centre, Chris Wellham, led the points fest with a hat-trick of tries, won after just 84 seconds. And with Josh Hodgson and Lincoln Withers also going over, Rovers may have run out comfortable winners on another night. But Basement Boys Cass had plenty to play for, and they kept clawing away at the Robins to finish with 6 tries of their own, with Josh Griffin, Nick Youngquest and Richard Owen getting across to give the Tigers an 18-16 lead at the break. The second half didn't start well for Ian Millwall's team, but having conceded a 10-point deficit with half an hour remaining, Kirk Dixon got them back in it before local hero Danny Orr powered his way over, and with the clock running down, it was Nick Youngquest who clinched the thriller with his second of the match in the left-hand corner. The Tigers fans left singing their way down Weldon Road, and why not? Their team are off the bottom of the table, for tonight at least. 6,396 were here at the Probridge Coliseum, and it finished Castleford Tigers 34, Hulkingston Rovers 30.